no, it'll work if you, or is it mod only? Or?
There it is. I guess it's only me. You're not modded, I guess. Let me fix that.
Oh, thanks.
We're not important enough.
But I want you guys to have fun by banning all of them. Hello, everybody. We might be online.
Everybody.
Hello, everybody. Now then.
Are we?
Hello, anybody.
Anybody who's watching.
Anybody out there? But okay, so they need to. Oh my God, Jesus! Here's what happens. Here's what happens.
I need about my inspiration dice with that attack.
They need. Okay, they both fail.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, okay then.
Okay.
Oh, looks like we're back up.
Lovely.
Yay!
Okay, that's good.
Ooh. Dang.
You see now, Miyako. You dart away before he finishes whatever he's doing. But the instant you leave, you see this blinding flash of light. And the rest of you see and hear this as well. And the other end of the bar and the wall is completely destroyed as a lightning bolt arcs out from under the cellar that is underneath the bar.
Oh,
and
sweet.
It completely decimates these Slaad tadpoles.
Heck yeah! RL is awesome!
And
Wait a minute.
it is now Luella's turn.
Hold on, oh god.
Wait.
I have speculations of who this might be.
All of the tadpoles are.
You see three. You see there's still two tadpoles left. One of them aggravating you, and the other one, aggravating Mr. Awful.
I'm gonna go for the one aggravating me. Does it hit? I think it hits. 13.
13. That will hit.
For 9 damage.
9 damage.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
now you went for the one that was going for you, right?
Yes.
All right. It is dead. You cleanly, and this thing, honestly, it's still developing. So you hit pretty much all of its primary organs, and it's dead.
Oh.
Yay!
I dropped the sword immediately after. And I throw it to the side, like I don't want it. No.
Ew, 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 it's infected. There's an egg in my sword.
I don't know.
You don't know. Sabroth, your turn.
So this thing's on my arm.
I'd say narratively, yes, it's on you, but you're not grappled in any way.
Yeah,
it's just trying.
No, not grappled. But I'm just gonna basically swat it down to the floor, and then bring down my sword on it.
Please do.
Does it get advantage?
Fortunately, you hit wood as it darts back,
Told you it was a 12.
snarling with renewed fervor as it realizes it's the last one standing.
For a bonus action, it has to be on my turn, correct? For a bonus action?
I'm pretty certain, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
just making sure.
Okay. This Slaad darts towards the stairs. The only two people who would probably get attacks of opportunity are Sabroth and Maddox. So go ahead. Actually, wait. It disengages. Because it does have an action. So it disengages.
Yeah.
Of course it does.
So it doesn't get opportunity attacks, and it darts straight up those stairs.
Can we follow it? Or
You
are we
can,
still
if you want, on your turn.
okay.
But an instant later, you see one of the wall that has been blasted open. You see. Okay. You see 3 more tadpoles crawl out of that hole.
Course! Of course!
And
Because they're everywhere!
yeah, they just.
And they want to make our lives a living
Infestation.
hell!
Yes.
She said it was an infestation, so.
They crawl out and they dart towards one under the bar, and the other 2 towards you guys. It's good. This one's going to. These two are going to head towards Maddox. And will 13 or 20 hit?
Well, the 20 definitely hits.
Okay, 20 does hit. Let me go ahead and...
Say, I don't even think I have that kind of an AC right now.
Alright, it does 3 damage. And...
13... I have a 14 armor class.
14, okay, got it. The other one tries to get the guy. You hear that squeal once again. And you hear the cellar thing, like, shaking. Its hinges are loose, and it's just sort of like... And you hear this thing snarl behind the bar, and the guy's going, "Oh! Woo! Help! Get it!" And at that point, it is now Maddox's turn. This thing just darted up, took a bite out of you.
It did how much damage? 2?
It did 3 damage.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna shank this thing.
Go forth and shank it.
Go forth and shanking.
That hits.
Nice.
Is there anyone
Just
next to me?
no. Sorry?
Just barely.
Is there anybody next to me for the
Yeah,
flanking?
I'd say Sabroth is there, as well as Luella.
I'm there too.
Wow.
So
That-
9 plus 1. So 10 points first attack.
Wow.
Dang.
Your short sword, in retaliation, the claws this time don't get the killing blow, but your short sword does.
Okay.
It goes limp after your strike. These things are very easy to cut through. And then,
Well, they are squishy.
Miyako, your turn.
Okay, so is there any sled near me?
There is... No. Wait, yes, there's one beside the one that just got cut down, and there's another behind the bar.
I'm gonna go, I don't know. I'm
makes-
trying to think of, like, if I want to go back and save the guy, but he's like, he can hold his own, so I'm gonna go ahead and, there was one over by Maddox, wasn't there?
Yes,
Okay, can I go ahead and give him a swipe?
by all means.
I'm actually gonna take out one of my hand axes this time,
Oh, sweet.
and I'm gonna break that out, and be like, oh no, you don't! Oh yeah!
That hits. Do some damage.
Oh yeah!
Wow.
5
Ah.
damage. Healthy. You whack, and it flinches and starts to back away, but you definitely left a bleeding blow on it. At that point, Luella, your turn.
I
You.
use this mockery again. Yes,
Do it.
because I don't have my sword anymore. It's what I got.
Bad trip.
Can I give her one of my daggers?
I don't
have a
know.
Dagger, but that's too short. I can't like.
It gets too close. She can't touch
I
it.
have a rapier. And another
I got
hand
a-
axe.
I got a scimitar you can use.
Vicious Mockery.
And a staff.
10.
Holy crap.
I don't think that works. So it takes 3 damage, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm going to use one of my inspiration dies
Oh,
myself, and I'm gonna add it to the damn. Wait, can I add that on damage roll?
I think you can.
I was about to say.
So wait, it does
You
8.
should be able to.
You should be able to, I think.
Yeah.
So it does 8
Okay.
damage in total?
Yeah.
Dang. Now this is the one that just got smacked with the hand axe, right?
The one that's closest to me, whichever.
Yeah, that's the
Well,
one.
I'm assuming- yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Your wistful magic. Your vicious mockery is going to mock it to death as it flails its little legs.
Oh.
To the rest of you, it looks like she's just giving it a dirge with whatever she plays, as the hand axe blow worsens and it dies.
Alright.
There you go.
A little
Alrighty,
range.
Mr. Sabroth, to your knowledge,
One
there's
left,
only one
right.
left, and it is currently behind the bar.
Behind the bar.
Come on.
Alright, this is, yeah, problem being so big sometimes, these little things are hard to hit. So I'm gonna go behind. I'm gonna go jump over the bar to where I think it is, land on the other side, pretty sure it's gonna be right there.
It is right there.
Come down. And stab it with my longsword.
Go.
Thrust my longsword down to the ground.
Squeeze.
Vile things.
Squeeze.
Chosen a path of peace.
It makes a squish.
And I
Oh.
totally.
Oh.
Please continue rolling for damage.
Yeah.
Why?
Did you just
Four
hit me?
slashing. You hop over the bar. You stand up on the other
You
side,
stabbed old home dude in the
and
face.
you swing your sword,
Oh, shit.
aiming for the
I
Slaad
forgot about
tadpole.
him.
He currently has his arm out. It's been grabbed by the Slaad
Oh
tadpole,
my god.
and he has a long robe. And
Yes.
with your
Oh, so you
Whack!
slapped the rope.
you see the Slaad get some purchase on his arm as it starts tugging harder. You literally see it like gets
oh
this,
my god.
and then after your strike, it gets like this much. And you see some blood blossoming behind this purple robe.
So he's about to lose his arm, basically.
Hey, at
Kind
least
of.
you didn't cut
We'll
his
see.
arm off.
Oh my
yourself.
god.
We'll see what
Better
happens.
be cut it off.
Sarah, what
Let's see
did
what
you
happens.
do?
You'll just cut it
That
off on
hits.
your own.
This is why you don't
5. Okay.
choose
Oh
violence.
god.
Sabroth, you hear a sickening, the sickening sound of
Oh.
an arm
Oh.
being yanked, little by little, and you hear the snapping jaws of this carnivorous tadpole, and then it sees you.
So I don't see this, like, I don't see that it's the guy, right? That it's him?
No, you just saw Mr. Dragonborn go shh,
Yeah.
and
so I'm
do
thinking
you
maybe-
do you
Here's
do
the
anything
thing.
in response after you hear his impetuous
that's what I'm saying,
screams?
because I hear like that, and I think that the thing has got him.
Yes, you can assume that. You're able to
I
assume
am
this.
Beyond, I can't rage, can I? 'Cause I'm not.
You're like, oh my god!
I want to rage. So bad,
Maddox,
I don't
it's your
have it.
turn.
I know, and I don't.
By
have
the
rage,
way,
and I
we
wanna
still have
rage.
that one that just ran out.
What one?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of
One
them
that
ran
ran out
out
before.
out of the cellar.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
ran
so
up
there's
the
another
stairs.
one?
Yeah, it ran up the stairs.
Yeah, it ran up the stairs.
Trying to get away.
The one you wanted to follow before the 3 came down.
No, I don't care about that one. I want
Yeah.
this one because I think that it has Sevra. So,
Maddox, it is your turn.
My turn.
so like before he does that though, I scream out Sevra.
Bomb would forgive me.
Oh, buddy.
Okay, using my feline agility, I can double my movement.
Yes,
Oh.
you soar past the bar with little impediment.
I'm gonna rush. I'm gonna rush out, out of that area and then up the stairs, however I need to go to catch the tadpole. that's trying
You
to get
see
away.
it furiously. Have you ever seen like a little like skink trying to like? That's what it's
Yeah.
doing right now. It's just trying to get away. You see
Yeah,
that's
I'm full
it's
on.
starting to climb on top of one of the walls and making its way up.
Oh no, I'm full on cat running at this thing, and I
Okay.
like full leap at the thing and plant one hand, stab my short sword right
Good.
into the thing as it's crawling.
Give me a roll, and you still have inspiration, by the way.
I might need it.
I was gonna say you might need it for this one.
Yeah.
Nice.
19. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Damage.
8.
Oh, not bad.
Wow.
Is it still alive?
Please tell me it's dead.
With this... Oh, okay, go ahead and roll your claw damage.
One more.
Nice.
Lovely.
Why not? Just
This...
Why not?
Why not? Just,
Oh.
just,
Whoa.
just for good measure, you sink your claws into this thing after you jam your short sword into it. And... Anything special you'd like to do with this kill?
Yes.
Yeah, I have my short sword into it, and then my other hand on the wall, and yank my short sword out and grab it, and then just throw it, slashing it with my claws a little bit as it dashes against the other wall of the alleyway.
Yep, does not get up.
Is dead.
Yes.
and then I make my way back down towards the group.
All right. As he does this, Miyako, what do you do?
Before I do that,
am-
can I look around, since I'm outside real quick, can I look around at the rooftops and stuff and see if... Oh, and the guy's body, is it still there?
He's still asleep.
He's still sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought we killed, or I stabbed him, so I thought I killed him.
If
but
I don't see
No.
anything out of the ordinary, then I'm just gonna go back.
You're for some reason when you slashed him, you slashed empty air.
Yeah.
But you go back down. Miyako, what do you do?
I'm gonna full on run over to Savroth because I think this thing has him, and
You look down. You see that the Slaad has this court guy, Rendent. His arm is in its jaws, and you see that it is being pulled back farther than it should.
She's getting flashbacks again of her past, and she
Thankfully,
goes, "Oh, hell no."
his robe is covering most of the damage.
So,
Yeah, but
you remember the scene in Terminator 2 where he cuts his arm open and
Yeah.
then rips it off?
Oh
That's
yeah.
kind of what it looks like right now.
Except,
so she's gonna go oh hell no, and she's gonna take a swing at this thing.
Swing away.
She's gonna use a hand axe.
Heck yeah!
Ouch.
Give me that critical damage.
Wow.
11.
Lovely.
Please tell me I killed it.
Your hand axe, unlike Savroth, meets its mark.
Yes.
Oh,
And
Look at Byron's face right now. He's like, yep.
and instead, and just like he did, you cut it in half. You cut your target in half.
Now wait, so if I cut it in half, does the arm go with it?
No, does not.
Okay. Okay.
you accidentally cut off a couple fingers.
Right.
Oh no.
It's fine.
It's fine. Ah,
It's
wow.
fine.
But
I have trouble casting spells after this.
Oh yes, Maddox. As you come down, you take a look around, and it appears as though there are no more Slaad tadpoles as of the moment.
Why does he say as of the moment?
There's always Slaad
There's
tadpoles.
I know. I know.
Weren't there other doors that were closed in multiple ways to go?
There are a
That's
few of
what
them.
I'm
Yes.
worried about.
All right, well, I go over to one of the other doors, and I kind of look around, at the others and kind of give a nod to Savroth and get, just kind of acknowledging the help in the battle. Look over at Miyako and make sure that she's all right and kind of give a sidelong glance.
Oh yeah, because I got bit.
This guy.
Yeah, your ankle's bleeding, but not too
Yeah.
terribly.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can tell that she's not, not. Obviously, I'm a little injured too, and I
It's
kind of give
true.
a sideline glance to Luella, and not really sure what I think about her just yet. Well, I
This
go over
guy-
to the.
You hear this hissing of pain beneath that little pull up door, and the half elf Miyako starts coming out, but then he stops halfway, and then he sees his arm is the purple fabric is starting to coalesce with the blood that is seeping out, and he just goes, I just got this fitted.
I'm gonna approach him.
He's worried about his wardrobe. Yeah.
And that's the least
I'm gonna
of your
approach him and say,
worries.
I apologize
Oh,
for my miscalculation, and I'll heal him.
Okay, are you doing
Okay.
lay on hands?
Yeah, lay on hands. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, roll me. I need you to roll me
This is
something.
music.
Roll me religion really quick.
I don't hear the music.
You don't.
Oh, my religion.
Yeah, you might need to turn on your
Roll 20.
your roll 20 stuff if you want to hear this, whatever this is. But give me Sabroth a religion check and roll for how much you heal him for.
Nice.
That's my religion check.
Good.
And...
So you put your scaled mitt over this man's arm, right where you cut him, and where the Slaad has applied great tearing. And you start to see that it's beneath the fabric. The blood isn't flowing as heavily, among other things. You're level 2, right?
Yes.
Okay. Lay on hands. You notice that.
I can restore up to 10.
You notice, very peculiarly, you feel some of your power. It actually. It's hard to describe. You feel like your magic did something more than that. Now, you do understand that paladins, their lay on hands, heals hit points, as well as... yeah. 75 hit points. Yeah, how many hit points are you giving him?
I mean, is he that bad? Is he bad enough?
Yeah, this thing is bad. Like, the arm is about to come off if you pull any harder.
Yeah, then I would give him all 10.
All 10? Okay.
If he'll take it.
He needs all 10. Like.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you
I'd have to
use all of
spend
them.
the 5.
You feel your power seep into this wound, and the wound is going to knit itself clean. But then you feel as though like some of that power
Yeah. I just realized.
doesn't.
Poison.
Some of that power does not go into the wound. You feel some of that power leave you, flow out along his arm, and you feel it settle in the middle of his chest. You feel that warmth there, and you feel as though the wound is healed, but it feels like some of that power that you used didn't go all the way into the wound. It went somewhere else.
Oh my god.
And he looks up at you and he says,
Like I need to be hiding.
and he looks up at you and says, oh, that feels wonderful. Thank you.
Oh.
And he sort of like wiggles his arm, but he says, oh, that's great. Oh, it works like new. Can you do that for the fabric?
Notice anything like out of the ordinary? Like.
Does he have any like marks? See, like a thing coming out of his marks.
A thing out of coming what marks? Give me a perception check.
Alien kid just came out of his chest. Stuff.
No, he crawls out.
Can we see like a change in like his body language or anything, like to indicate that he was, I mean, I'm just gonna come out and say to indicate that he was impregnated.
No. As far as you know, Savroth, you're the only one who really noticed anything different.
Okay.
Does Divine Sense reveal anything to me?
Oh, sorry, what?
Divine Sense, would that reveal anything?
What do you want a divine sense for?
To see if, like, if I feel basically another presence, because you can feel presence, so is there like a presence within him that's
you,
a fiend or something?
after this act, you don't feel any presence.
Okay.
And you see this half-elf stand up. His purple robes are flowing, the finest silk you can imagine. He has a little lovely belt with a little dagger on it. It definitely looks more oriental or ornamental than actual practical, as you might have noticed. You also see that he has several bangles of gold and silver aligning his wrists, some of them with gemstones inlaid in it. And you see he has one ear furiously pierced with lots of different jewelry adorning it. Fair-haired, fair-faced, definitely takes after whoever the elf parent was. And he looks to all of you and says, well, we had a scare there, but this feels wonderful, thank you.
Wait. Who touched the slugs? Who's gonna? I'm not getting this. I'm not getting the nasty slug eggs. Nope.
Slug eggs?
Slug
Luella,
eggs.
relax.
He gets really...
I'm not impregnated. As far as we know, neither is he. You don't have to freak out about anything.
What?
But what's his name? Maddox said the slime. If you touch it, then the eggs get in you. What?
No.
Eggs? What?
If they get on your face, they'll plant an egg in your mouth, and it'll go down into your belly and grow there.
Well, and his tears start to like fill up. He's like, What if it did it while I was sleeping?
Did you
Ah!
have one? Did you have one on your face, sir?
I don't think so, no.
Then you're fine.
I am fine.
Yes.
Wait,
Oh.
you're all fine?
Yes.
I don't know.
We're all
I
fine.
look
The
around
only
for my
way they
rapier
can
and I go
enter-
pick it up.
He
Okay,
he
so-
looks across the room at many of the dead bodies that are still in here and says, "Okay, I'm fine."
Okay, so out of player question,
Yes.
the way we know how these impregnate is by mouth, right? Like,
No, I'm
Um,
trying-
but
making
it,
this-
well, but it can also be through the blood. right?
Hiln
That's how we're told.
Hiln Girdleby clearly said that the tadpoles themselves cannot put an egg in you.
Okay.
That has to be the Slaad.
Only a fully grown Slaad can do that.
Okay.
That's what Hiln Girdleby told you.
Okay.
And the other-
So
I'm just,
The other-
reiterating it as I understood it during the conversation. That's all.
yeah.
Wait,
The other bodies, do
And
they
none
show
of these
like?
were full grown, right?
You investigate. These tadpoles are in varied states of growth. None of them have reached that phase of
Like full blown.
No, none of them are full
Okay.
grown.
None of them are mature enough.
The
The bodies, do they have like their cavities? Do they get any cavities?
You inspect the bodies.
coming out, or-
Surprisingly, less blood than one might imagine. They seem to have emerged from inside these
That's
people.
weird.
It was very clean though.
Yeah, they ate
Wait.
it all while they were in there. They sucked them all dry and then came out.
That's how they're born. Like,
Well, we might,
nope.
you might want to get tested still. I tell the half elf.
I go to get tested. Who?
I don't know how.
How? Oh dear.
Perhaps a druid.
no, I look over at Savroth and I go, wait, do you think he might be?
You think?
Yes.
Well, what about the rest of you? How do we know that you are not, in fact, infected?
Exactly.
I'm
Somebody
afraid.
bit somebody else.
I'm afraid the halfling might be compromised.
Perhaps.
I know what we should do.
I didn't even touch one.
Wait,
What are you
so
talking
Miyako
about?
goes, okay, everybody wait.
What?
She turns to Savroth and she goes, what did you feel when you healed him?
I felt some of the divine power flowed somewhere within his chest into the middle. So if a leg was laid inside him, would probably be sitting there. I guess.
Really?
Stomach or-
What?
God.
Yes.
If he
So
were
I
to be,
would, perhaps. I mean, we could
So-
cut him open and find out, but I would just not.
No!
be correct.
No! The arm was fine. The arm was fine. Please
Trust me, I
don't.
would not do such a thing. I would not do such a thing.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind.
Oh.
And he gives the tiefling a very. He takes a step back and he crawls over the bar and says, "All right,
Miyako just smirks.
this is no. Hold on. So I may have had an occupant. You're saying?
You may have an occupant.
We don't know for sure, and I'm not really sure how we can find out.
Listen, maybe
unless
we should
cut
see
you
a
open.
doctor about this. I know a very good doctor that we could talk to. I mean,
I mean, does he specialize in slaads?
what are slats?
Oh God.
I point at one of the little tadpole
Little
things,
things you fried.
and then I point at his stomach, and then I just shake my head.
What? Oh, he looks like he's about to vomit. And then
Where
he
is
says,
this
"Oh,
doctor?
this doctor. Yes, she is Yesta, and my goodness, dear friend of mine. Yesta is. She runs a clinic in the Moonwell district. Yesta Weirdra.
How far is it?
The Moonwell district, Moonwell Square, rather. You understand that it would be not very far. It would take probably like less than 20 minutes walk if you make due time. And he says again, Yesta Weirdra runs the Weird Clinic.
The weird.
You're gonna need the weirdest clinic you can find.
Most
Oh
likely.
gosh.
Mhm.
Well, thank you
think we
for.
could probably-
Take you there.
So, do we know how long the gestation period is for these things?
Hilm told you that.
yeah, I don't
it would-
remember what she said.
She was pretty specific. Like it takes like a few weeks at least for this thing
Okay.
to like get ready to burst.
Okay. So-
But this court artist Rendent sort of like takes each of you by the hand and just shakes it vigorously. He's like, "Thank you so much. I don't know.
As he tries to take my hand, I'm like, no thanks, sorry.
He actually hesitates, shaking your hand, and is like,
They're both looking at each other like,
Mac goes, best not to touch anyone or anything until you get checked out.
Well, alright.
We don't know how these things, we don't know if it's contagious, we don't know how it
Well, yes, that's why I'm saying we should all just get a checkup at the Weird Clinic by Miss Yesta. And
I should probably get checked too, since I was bit.
yes.
All I wanted was just to get back my loot. And then you guys led me into this den
I'm
full
afraid
of
you
these
could have
nasty
left.
slugs.
You could have left.
I'm afraid you may need to go into quarantine.
And he looks very like, I can't do that. I'm one of the judges for the art contest. I cannot do that.
Okay,
I've
think
got
about
a bar
this.
contest to win. I gotta get some money.
Hey, think about this. Your life or a stupid contest?
Stupid contest.
Well,
He actually does hesitate.
I need money to live. I can't.
Okay, well listen.
I'll accompany you.
Yes,
I'll
we'll all
pay
go
for
with
the
you.
checkup and whatever healing you need. Okay, it's more than enough that I can give you. Because by all means, I'm certain that nobody would have come in here unless you folks had bursted in and saved me. So thank you.
Any rewards can be delivered to Miyako of the Rainbow Guard.
The Rainbow Girl. Oh, that's right.
She holds up her wrist.
I only see that once a year, and it flabbergasts me every time. Anyways.
Thanks.
You're important one day a year, but gosh darn it, it's an important day.
Alrighty. Well, let's go then. And he sort of steps over the bodies and the tadpoles and begins leading you guys out of the Roaming Moss district square, my god, and into the Moonwell Square. Now to
Square.
Abby and Awful. The Moonwell Square is the main square of this town of Braunfels. It's a long main street filled with shops, stalls, and at this point, practically like revelry. People are already beginning to like perform and celebrate on the spot. You are brought down to the Weird Clinic run by Yesta Weirdra, and you are brought in. Now, this place, every storefront on the Moonwell Square is rich, lovely, and decadent. Unlike the place you just came from.
Miako's
now-
kind of looking around at everything, and she's kind of like in awe because she's never like, from where she comes from, she hasn't seen like riches and stuff like this. So like, it's like her first time like seeing this type of stuff.
Of course.
So she's like completely like, just like, ooh.
Could
Like,
I have grabbed one of the ones that wasn't too like bloody and gory and put it in a sack to take it?
I feel like the one you killed outside is probably the best one for that.
Yeah.
Because you just
'Cause I wanna
stabbed
take
it
one of
and
these
raked
to
it
the
with your
weird-
claws. You want to take that one?
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'm assuming you leave the sleeping man as well.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
feel
gonna
like I
touch
want to
him.
leave some kind of a calling card.
No.
somewhere that he
You
knows
leave
that
one
I'm
of the
not
rainbow
just-
sashes.
Wake him up.
I mean, do you want to?
I'm gonna try to wake him up here before we go.
Okay, it doesn't take
Oh my
much.
God,
You can. So we'll jump back in time a bit. You boot him with your foot, and he goes, "Huh?
You might want to go home.
Miako's got a dagger to his throat.
Oh, put your dagger away.
Yeah,
Put, a
put
dagger
it,
to his throat.
put
I
it
don't
away."
trust him.
Ah,
Actually, he might have to come with us.
what?
That's fine, but I still don't trust him.
Wait.
Oh no, he's impregnated by the Slaad now.
Whoa.
You got
Whoa.
Slaad babies living in you.
What? Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Okay. I get that you're kind of understandably upset.
A little bit. Are you kidding me?
But what's this about? Is it like a what am I? What are you taking me for? What's
You
going
have
on?
a tadpole in your stomach.
I ate a tadpole.
I
Yes.
pull out the sack
More
and
like it ate you.
I pull out the sack and I pull the thing out of the sack and I say, "There's an egg inside of you," and then I put it back in the sack.
He is revolted at the sight of this thing, and he noticeably squirms and says, "Make a I don't know if he'll believe you or not. That's the sad thing. Make a persuasion check
Persuasion.
I say these things are.
Can I do intimidation?
with advantage. You could do persuasion with advantage.
Can I do intimidation?
I'd say we'll see how this goes.
Okay.
What is the
Because
name
I have
of
my
the...
dagger up to.
Persuasion.
No, what is the name of the thieves' clan?
The Gutter Wisps.
The Gutter was. I say these things are invading the sewers, and soon they're going to destroy the Gutter Wisp territory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Just
Ooh,
that's what you needed.
nice.
He
nice.
is taken aback at first by the fact that you clearly spared his life, and he clearly values it. So he isn't understanding what exactly is happening, but he definitely is sold on it. So he goes, "Okay, yeah, sure."
Does this scimitar look like particularly well crafted or magical in any way, or does it just look kind of common?
It definitely looks common.
Okay, I pull it off my belt, and I toss it back to him, and I say, "You'll need this." And then I pull out the gem out of my pocket, and I say, "But I'm keeping this."
Yeah, Miyako puts away her dagger, but she's like, I still don't trust him. So, guys, keep an eye on him.
And he's just gritting his teeth by the fact that you took that little blue gemstone, but he just, "Sure, you can keep it." And
He can have a lot of options.
Damn right he's gonna keep it.
I'll grab him by the back and push him so he could go ahead and
well.
I'll follow.
All right, you guys take him along to the weird clinic.
Rogue's got a road, man.
There you go.
Rogue's gonna throw.
Now, the interior of it is it's actually a long building, and you could definitely see that there are several clerics as well as nurses at work. At the front of this, there's definitely an area where people are sitting and waiting to be like helped with whatever's going on. But you see this place is kind of packed full. And it is a 3-story building, so you also hear several footfalls above as well. You are approached by an elf, clear elf. She does have some stretches of tight wrinkles across her cheeks, so she definitely has some age to her, but she moves just as well as any of you might, and she approaches, clasps her hand together, and actually smiles at Rendant and says, "Good day." Oh, and she sees the blood-covered, the blood-soaked robe arm, and she goes, "Rendant, you need to stay in the Count's estate if you're going to get into that sort of trouble." And he says, "Oh, no, it's actually fine. These friendly people saved me from something awful." Oh, and he almost vomits. And she goes, "Okay,
Miyako rolls her eyes.
okay, whoa, okay, come this way." And you do see that there is a hallway set aside for private rooms. And she takes all of you into one of them, and she does sort of affix her gaze on each of you, very confused, particularly just at this motley group that has stormed in. And she brings you guys into one of the small rooms. There's one single bed. Rendant immediately flops into it and goes, "Okay, Yesta, here's what happened. By the way, everybody, I don't know any of you. What are your names? I want to gossip about how the wonderful Rainbow Guard practically saved me."
The name's
Yeah, I
Miyako.
forgot. Rainbow Guard. You guys are the Rainbow Guard.
They
It's
are.
He's the rainbow guard.
That's the Rainbow.
She is the rainbow.
She's the rainbow.
Ooh. Yeah, she
No,
is
she's
double.
gonna She kind of, well, she like has her arms crossed right now. And she just kind of gives a cyclist. She goes,
What are you doing?
Miyako.
And Renan just sort of pauses and goes, "Okay." And that's all of them. They. So, Yesta, the gutter wisps, kind of. I was in one of their safe houses, and Yesta gives him the biggest leer she can muster, and like you feel like the elf eyes that just like she could stab
burn.
him with those, yeah. And he goes, I know, I'm trying to quit. Now, I kind of had to hide there for about a whole day, maybe 2 days. I wasn't sure how long I was down there. In their cellar, the cellar underneath the cellar, and apparently, a lot of. Well, show her, please. And he sort of covers his eyes.
I
And he
cover
shivers.
my eyes right along with it.
Oh yeah. Do you pull it out?
I
Yeah.
walk over to the table and just kind of take the sack out, just kind of dump it kind of unceremoniously out on the examining table or whatever, and just kind of toss the sack to the side.
This elf stares at this abomination, but like quickly, like suddenly controls herself. Like you see her, like her eyes widen, and her gaze flickers to Rendent, and then she just closes her eyes and shakes her head like this. Okay.
Say the
So this was
artist
attacking.
magic.
This was attacking them, right? Whatever this
Yes,
is.
We first encountered these yesterday. The artist with the magic paintbrush said that they were called slaadi or slaad.
Slaadi. That. Okay.
There's an artist with a magic paintbrush. What?
I've heard rumors.
Oh, you
of...
might want to check in on the artist with the magic paintbrush because she's got an advantage in this competition.
Oh my goodness.
Just
Anyway, Miyako kind of interrupts. She goes, basically, these Slaad things are like frogs, in a sense.
Oh.
And the tadpoles attacked this entire, I guess you could say, tavern of people. There were bodies everywhere. We killed about, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them at least.
Of these?
I killed 5.
Oh. She clearly looks repulsed, and she says, "Well, thank you, but." And Rendon says, "They live inside you, and then they
Do we have
Hello.
slab babies?
Yes, one of those. Can you do that?" And like she leans back in her chair and just goes like this, like,
That.
"Oh,
I'm so glad I did this.
I'm so proud."
You're the worst.
And she just shakes her head and says, "Oh, Corellian Marathian above, please." And she goes, "Okay. It's a life form. So I guess if it's inside you, if I try to cast some magic, I'll sense it."
Well, and then I interrupt and I go, well, my mentor Savroth over here, he healed Rendon,
Healed
and he
it.
said he could sense it.
Well, there was something else inside.
I
Please,
lean towards
no,
her.
continue. Paladin, what happened?
Some of the divine energy flowed to some other part in the center of his chest.
I see.
So I believe one of these Slaad perhaps stole some of the divinity.
That's curious. If that's the case, then...
It's not here.
Oh, whoa, wrong one.
So we went to the jungle.
Instant combat,
I
brah!
did that too. Like,
I think this is appropriate.
I lean over towards the lady and I say, "You might want to check the halfling first."
Ah.
I didn't touch anything.
Okay, I need everybody to calm down, hold
Halfling,
still.
your friend, and this one.
but the
I fear the halfling is infected.
I'll know that once we do this. Everybody, please be quiet. And hold still. And you see her sort of withdraw into herself. And she does a motion, and then she opens her eyes, and there's a soft glow around them as she sort of like looks at each of you and pauses. And you see her gaze hold on the gutter wisp currently with you guys.
See, I told you.
And she sort of shakes out of it and she says, "Okay, I would not have believed you if I... Son, I'm sorry, but I could clearly sense there's something there."
Is this the guy that was sleeping outside?
Yes.
But nobody else. Nobody else.
She confirms. I only sense one. I only sense.
on her dagger, and she goes, "So, does that mean he's dead to us?"
Well, dead? Certainly not. And he's like beginning to like. You see his face
Freak
go
out.
like his face goes pale, and his arms go slack, and he just stares at that dead Slaad tadpole on the table. And
And
he's
look at him.
he's just speechless right now. And she says, "Okay, he's not dead.
So what do we do?
There's something inside him."
Well, obviously.
I've been trying to tell him this the whole time, but nobody wants to believe me.
Okay, you have to understand the gravity of what you're saying, and the gravity of what this means.
Then tell
Steal my
us.
loot. I don't
Instead
care.
of just beating around the bush and being vague about it, tell us straight. Because I demand answers.
If it's clear that the gutter wisps are having an infection and these things are bursting out of them, then it's clear that there's a Slaad at work in Braunfels and that it's targeting people. And it certainly has.
Possible for a
Take-
Slaad.
Oh, go ahead.
Is it possible for a Slaad to be intelligent enough to target certain people?
I'm not familiar with Slaad myself.
That's what it sounds like.
You would probably have to do your own work in deciding that. I only run a clinic in
I
all
believe
my
that's the
years.
artist.
Sorry?
The artist yesterday, I believe that's what she said.
No, she did mention an artist. What is her name?
She said something about this thing being some kind of a master, and it had some kind of intelligence to it. This creature.
Now
I don't know what her name is. It's some weird pronunciation.
Now you do remember that she
It
was.
another halfling, so you know.
Mhm.
I feel the people are not to be trusted.
Oh,
God.
she.
I swear to God, bro.
Now,
One of my
you
favorite
do know that the particular Slaad that Hilm Girdleby told you about is called Rembu.
Okay, what is her name again?
The halfling artist's name is Hilm Girdleby. The
okay.
Slaad Lord that she apparently was apprenticed to, the Slaad Lord of Colors, is called Rembu.
Renbu.
Renbu.
Okay.
And this woman running the weird clinic is called Yesta Weirdra.
Yes, sir. I'm
And-
just totally doing this phonetically.
Yeah, I also put some player notes up there
Okay,
for
good.
all of you in
Yeah,
case.
okay.
I
Can you
never met
put
a
Hilm's
halfling.
name up there too?
Court artist, Rendant, and Hilm
Yeah.
Girdleby, halfling shithead. There we go.
I've never
Okay.
met a halfling before yesterday, so I don't really know too much about them.
Yeah.
Now, the elf says, "Okay, from what you're telling me, there is a progenitor. There is a Slaad that put these eggs in these people. The question is this just the gutter wisps, or is it more widespread? Because if it's in the citizens and not just the gangs, then it speaks harsher volumes. Because in the past several weeks, I've had several of my regular clients I'm not sure how to say this.
Were they infected too?
Several days ago, I have been performing autopsies of very peculiar deaths, murders, as far as the constabulary told me. They had holes in their chests.
Were they any importance? Did they
Some of them
have
were.
Anything in common?
Some of them were, some of them weren't. I can tell you that it certainly did not seem to reach past the Moonwell Square. None of the folks in the other squares, save for the Underscale Square and the Roaming Moss Square, are being targeted. All the people I've had to treat, that I've had to look after, have, at least from that side of town, have passed away in very peculiar circumstances.
It seems like it's only in certain districts that this is happening.
And it sounds like that they're intelligent enough to target certain people. Which means we're probably dealing with something on a much larger scale.
Wow.
We did, and then like this is the time, like when Miyako remembers, she goes, "Well, there was one in that urn thing that we killed. That's when we first saw them."
The urn? What
Yeah.
event was this?
Children had captured one of these tadpoles, and they were having it fight a kobold in combat in the alleyways.
A kobold?
Apparently there's a kobold that lives underneath the sewers as well.
Well, I'm not surprised. They don't have a very good reputation in town.
I know that with some infestations that they will start at a place and then grow from there, so it may not be an intelligence behind it.
Well, not at first, because they are just tadpoles. They're babies. They clearly don't have enough.
The children said they were eating them.
They were eating the tadpoles?
What?
Yes.
Oh no.
They said they were making soup out of them.
Now, I would not know. Okay. There's a
Clearly,
lot.
there's an issue in this city with the children. Perhaps
She
we
says
could
it-
open some food shelters or a local place where, the people without a lot can come and get something from the people around them in the city to help support each other, So disgusting.
Now, that's a great idea. I'm all for that, but I'd like to take care of this Slaad business first.
Of course.
Okay. We don't know where this is coming from, except from at least one Slaad that is attacking people, I suppose.
And it doesn't seem like it's in a random time. Out of all the times, you haven't had this problem before, correct?
Now, I've in this clinic of mine, I've certainly treated people that are ill or are wounded.
Has it happened in past years?
And not in the past year, no. I think I've had an influx of these types of patients in the past, I'd say,
Since
2
the
months or so.
Since the festival started?
Well, the festival really gets started tomorrow, but the months before is very, very excitable. We get people coming in, renting spaces, making new businesses, people visiting from different cities.
So
is that when you first heard of the attacks?
Yes. I'd say about a month ago I started getting many patients that either were showing up dead with these sorts of strange holes in their chests, or had been wounded in some manner that I simply marked off as, you know how the gangs are, probably just gang violence.
Sounds like the festival was a point of entry.
Rendant gets this horrified face, and he says,
yeah.
"Someone's trying to ruin the festival."
I think it's more than that. You have people coming to this festival from all over, as you well know.
Whoa. Whoa.
What I think is happening is, one, I don't think somebody's trying to stop the festival as much as I love this festival. Lord bless it. I feel like it's a perfect place to start infecting people and perhaps spread this out into other regions.
Have you brought this up to your authority?
The authorities that as far as I understand, Captain Tandatung is the only one that really handles these types of cases, and at that point, I just treat the patients and give what I found out to him.
Savroth, you do realize that we are the authority, right?
You're the authority? You're just a volunteer god, miss.
Well, apparently there's no one else who decided to volunteer. So
Do you know why you are... why they're taking so many volunteers?
Because all the Slaad are killing everybody?
I'm about to say yes, because many of the constabulary are
surprising.
ill as of right now. My entire top
surprising.
floor is full of them.
So until these constabulary officers are back, then we are the guard.
So, okay, so Miyako kind of looks at her and she kind of narrows her eyes and she goes, so if you've been studying them, then what exactly have you learned?
As far as I understand, just the cause of death, something erupts from inside them.
Have you started on working on some kind of antidote for them?
Antidote, I wouldn't know where to start. Because surgery, perhaps. But I can't guarantee that someone would survive such a horrible thing, but
I
if-
was about to
Look,
say, they're
I-
dead, aren't
I
they?
look over at the dude after she says that, and I just kind of smile at him.
he
You're so evil.
takes a seat. He takes a seat and just zones out. He has gone full cold turkey on you guys.
From what I understand, these deaths don't come in until the Slaad have bursts from their chest. And at that point, I'm not sure anybody would be able to survive that.
I'm
so
not
up
saying
until
they
this
have to.
point,
I'm not saying
you've
they
only
have
been
to
getting
survive.
corpses with holes in their chests. What we need to do is we need to find an antidote for somebody who is infected, yet the Slaad hasn't.
I believe we'd have a sample right here.
Not only that,
It's dead.
I
I
actually
pull
think
out my
this.
sword and I say, should I start digging?
No.
I have a better
Miyako
idea.
pulls out her dagger too. It's like, I'm all for it.
She holds up a hand and says, "Hold on, the doctor has an idea."
Well, better start talking fast before I carve him in pieces.
Paladin, some of your power seem to work its way past the wound. Yes,
Yes.
perhaps it perceived a disease of some sort, an illness that needed to be cured.
If it is some, yes, perhaps.
Now,
Perhaps I could-
my sight, I did not detect another life source from our dear court artist here. It could be that he was infected, and your divine will somehow purged
I'm gonna
it.
put my hand on the guy who's infected and expend the 5 points for lay on hands to neutralize.
On who? On who?
On the guy who has it.
Okay.
What's his name?
You still have to, you never got his name. He's just a gutter wisp at this
I
point.
don't care. I'm just yeah.
All right, so you're gonna go ahead and.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like while he's doing this, is the doctor gonna like try and sense this or?
She realizes what's going on, and then just once again, very much more quickly, does some gestures, and her eyes start to glow, and she looks with great curiosity. You perform the task, and you see her eyes widen, and she comes out of it and says, "That worked. That did it. It's gone."
Just like that?
The blessed flames of Bahamut purge this infestation.
This is wonderful. And you
I can
see
rally more of my order here.
that's
And we'll do
yes,
with the
but
authority here.
yes, but
tonight.
how soon can they get here? How much
Well,
power?
not
How much
soon
more
enough.
power do you have?
Might take a while, actually.
Might take a while.
To get them here, yes.
Well,
Well,
if
did
if
Hilm, hey, did Hilm tell us how like how long the gestation period was?
it takes maybe a week or two.
I know, but did she tell us in character?
Yes, she did.
Okay. So then, so Miyako looks at the doctor. She goes, "Well, the artist did tell us that it takes 2 weeks for these things to fully mature before they burst."
Well, at the very least, it's been happening for at least 1 month, maybe more, because that's when these things started.
No, I meant as far as like in just one person, not as a whole.
But yes, you have to understand the festival's tomorrow.
So
That
there are
means-
some that must be older.
Yeah.
That
Which
means
means
there's
that
probably
we're
still
about to
babies.
have one messy festival on our hands.
This festival is going to be a slaughter.
How many guards can we get searching the sewers?
I
Not
already
enough.
know that
Aren't half of them up in your upper
Where
floor
are
right
your
now?
guards?
our
Where are
guards,
the guards?
Captain Tandatung is taking volunteers. He can't. If he has guards, if he has people on the ground, I can only say there's maybe about 30 left. Maybe
We
less.
need to warn people. We can't wait until this happens.
Yes, but
The halfling seems to have that comment.
what do you
said
think?
That
Go on.
you've only been getting these from this specific square, correct?
This specific what?
This specific square. Sorry.
Now, from these two squares, the Roaming Moss Square and the Underscale Square,
Is there any possibility of quarantining those two squares?
if we
from
quarantine
the
those
festival?
squares, I can't guarantee that there will be a riot. The festival's tomorrow. These people depend on their livelihoods for that.
Is there any way? Because the whole town's the festival. It's not just the two squares, correct?
The whole town is the festival and outside the festival. I mean, outside the town. It's also taking place out beyond the walls and on the river. Like the river,
Not only-
the river Slduskun is a big focal point of the festival as well.
Yeah. But even if it's just the two squares being sanctioned off, even if there are riots, I see more help
It'll be
in the
more
quarantine.
It'll be more of a controlled environment where we can go ahead and take care of these things rather than having widespread panic.
Renda
So
peeks
no-
up and says, "This is all nice and good, and we're speaking in terms of, can we do this? I'm telling you no. The Count will not allow this.
No.
No,
Why?
the Count... Well, to be honest, I've had the Count's patronage for several months now, since I won last year's contest. And I can tell you, he will not back down from this.
So he's willing to sacrifice millions of thousands of lives for his stupid festival. Are you kidding me right now?
At the very least, he's willing to sacrifice the lives of the
Can
people.
I meet this guy?
No, I doubt it. At least, I could. I could at least try to bring this up to him, and
Oh, I'm sure I'll find a way. And
So
she kinda,
long-
like, plays with their dagger a little bit.
oh god, so long as we have something to prepare, an argument to perhaps persuade him in this manner, we could get his aid in this. But the festival is tomorrow. Our actions have to be quick. What are we doing?
We need to talk to this Count guy.
Well, I'll get an audience. I can work that on my end.
We
It-
need to have a plan before we have an audience with the Count, just so we have a clear and concise argument to bring up to him. so-
Yesta brings up her finger, and says, "I can at least talk to Captain Tandatung,
Yes.
because I do work closely with him. Some of his men might be infected, considering they have been sick for several weeks now. Many of them have been in more scuffles as I can imagine. I would say probably try to get an idea on how these attacks are happening, track down their source, where they're happening, find out who's responsible. I would also say these tadpoles and this slaad, whatever it is, you obviously can't have a slaad running around in daylight. It must be moving around somehow, and I'd say the sewers are a prime source."
And I also noticed too that the attacks happen, like the tadpoles come out during the day, but I've
It's-
never actually seen a full-grown slad during the day.
That's probably where they're staying once they figure out it's not safe up here. The ones we've been seeing during the day are freshly hatched. The ones down below, who knows? As far as I know, the kobolds, that's their problem.
Are we allowed to go into the sewers and look around, or do we need to stay up in the city to watch the festival?
You have the Rainbow God armband that gives you a lot of authority. The problem is, the Count has a clear distaste for the kobolds that live underneath the city. Unlike his wife, his late wife, my goodness.
So if we take care of the kobolds, then he might favor us.
Yes, but if you take care of the kobolds, then there's no... Well, I
Right.
don't have a taste for kobolds myself, but they clean the sewers for us. They at least serve a purpose no one else up here would.
It doesn't seem as the kobolds are doing an act of evil here either.
They're not.
Well, that's the fact. We just simply don't know. They're not
Yeah,
allowed.
that's just-
They're not allowed by law up here anymore.
So
It's clearly
either
forbidden.
way, we have to figure out a solution to this problem, and we have to do it quick because we don't have much time.
These sick guards. are
Perhaps
they
we
here?
can explore this.
Some of the sick gods are here. Many of them are actually at home with their families.
If you can get a list of their names, I'll see what paladins remain or what clerics remain.
I would rather you stay with these folks.
Yes, Stavros, we're gonna need all the help we can get.
Because
Also-
right now, I can't guarantee you whether anybody outside this room is going to support any of this. I can certainly speak to the captain. Rendent here can speak to the count. In the meantime, the rest of you need to get a case together. You need an explanation. Or else nothing will be done tomorrow.
Those dead bodies aren't an explanation enough.
Those are gutter wisps. This could simply be made out as another gang war between...
I gesture to the corpse of the creature on the table. And I say, how much more proof do you need?
The TikToks.
the TikToks. She looks back to you and says, I and you see things logically. This man sees things as a prophet. And I'm going to be honest, we don't know who is behind this, and I would not hold it against him if he had some dabbling in this.
So he wouldn't want to call off the festival unless it was a great enough threat that he were willing to risk losing the money, basically.
If he was going to lose money from this, and to be honest, he might even gain money from a disaster like this. Several nobles and merchant guilds are looking for investment. If the squares are decimated by this, could be simply maneuvered to get the estates there.
So it could be a land grab, this whole thing.
As far as I understand it, yes. But that's superstition on my part. I've been in
Well,
this
I
town
look
for...
over at the dude that we rescued, who's a servant of one of these barons, and I say, what do you know?
He looks to you, and he says, more than you know. And
Miyako
that's
turns
where
to-
we're going to end our session.
No!
More than you know? Oh no.
I like it. Good
No!
idea.
Oh.
God!
So,
Ah!
that, all of you, is the Festival of Colors. And I think we are just beginning to meet the true foe for our Rainbow Guards. I'd like to thank
Rainbow Guard.
all of you, especially Awful Pirate and Abigator, because
Yeah.
you came in,
Last
and
minute.
I cannot wait to see what you guys do with
Can't
this
wait.
lovely people.
We'll see.
Unfortunately, Jefferson was not able to make it this session, but trust me, he is going to adore what's going to happen. And I would just like to give one more shout out to our dear Indigo. You, sir, have made this lovely
the
display
layout.
possible. The layout
The layout
is
ridiculous.
astounding. I'd like to go ahead and just say, if you yourself would like an overlay for your streams, no matter if they be League of Legends, or D&D, or playing
Ooh.
music, or art, I don't know, but you could certainly find everything you need at Inkboard Design. Click that link. Go towards a better future on twitch.tv, and you could get something this amazing. My God. Thank you, sir.
There you go.
I'll hit you up Indigo later.
Unless anybody
Heck
else
yeah.
has anything else, I'm going to play us out with something amazing.
Okay.
Later.
Are we gonna do introductions again?
Thanks,
or-
guys.
I don't think we're going to do introductions since today was kind of a weird stream,
Ah,
but I'm going to let all you
That's
guys know. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing Out of the Abyss No Party Mode. Miss Abby, are you excited for that?
Yes, I am. I'm fine,
Yeah.
ready to finally get some combat in
Oh
that
my goodness.
campaign.
I'm unfortunately won't be there.
That's okay, you'll be there in spirit, but I guess I'd just like
can't
to
watch it.
take this last moment. Anybody have anything else to say?
I'm a Twitch affiliate now.
Go Ayame! She's got that Twitch affiliation.
Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, I stream. I probably won't be streaming probably until probably Monday again because I'm out of town this weekend. But
check on Wednesdays.
Yeah, Wednesdays I do a D&D with Pirate. He's actually the DM that I stream.
Lovely.
So
Nice.
very fun for that.
Most
So you guys can
excellent.
catch me on that 7:38ish p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, and I stream. I normally stream singing streams. Most of the time they're normally on weekends, but like I said, this weekend won't happen. And I might be on another stream next Sunday, maybe, possibly. I don't know.
My!
There's more to come on that, but yeah. So yeah.
Well,
So,
if that's the case, I'm gonna let us get to our evening. In fact,
Yeah.
I think another stream is starting that's D&D related. Let's all have a
I
party.
wonder who it
I'll see you
is.
guys
Who are
in
ratings?
that
Dude,
beautiful.
that battle royal last week. Was
Imagine-
so
Oh my god! Imagine if we rated Geek and Sundry.
right?
What the heck? That's so.
It would
I
just
don't.
be 5
it.
random
It would be
people.
like it'd be 5 things just going.
Anyway.
What happened? Anyways, I hope all of you have a splendid evening, and I'll see you next time on the forefront.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Is it Thursday yet?
Bye.
Farewell.